my big thing this year was last year wasn't productive. I had a lot of crap, that happens. And this year though, I started the DVD a couple months ago. I'm knee deep in that. I got a new camera, got a new computer, got a new microphone. I'm getting not a lot of money for my videos, but like every couple of months my checks keep getting a little bigger. And so I really just want to keep going. And I mean, it's like, to me, this is kind of like the payoff of it all. Like when I get to meet people who are like, actually do the Earthbound video, like, and hear that in person. So I'm looking forward to just really hitting it harder this next year. Because I was kind of personally disappointed really with 2009, but I still get love around here, and that's the best thing. It's really the best thing about it all.
I don't think that gender has anything to do with what I'm doing. I know that I'm Little Miss Gamer, but I wanted to have a title of some sort, and that seemed very fitting for me. If in some way I'm representing the girl gamer population a little bit, I guess that's cool. I mean, I think it's nice to be able to have someone that other girls can relate to, but really, my show is for everyone. It's not just for girls, it's not just for guys. It's a show about issues that we as gamers face, and I try and tackle those in like a really fun and interesting way. Like I could have done a really serious episode about game addiction, but instead, like, I kind of do it with a slant to it that makes it like a little over the top, a little funny, a little excessive, but still people understand the message and can relate to it.
Like, do you get that a lot? Like, a lot of people say, "Oh my God, you're just like a freaking basketball player."
Yeah, I think it's before Screw Attack, I've had two loves in my life since the beginning. I've always loved video games, and I've always loved sports. And I actually, before Screw Attack started, I played basketball. I played a sport called slam ball. I don't know if you remember that on TV. It was like this stupid made-for-TV sport with trampolines in the court. It was basketball. It was really insane. But I did that actually professionally, as professional as that can be, I guess. But I have an athletic background, but I get that all the time. Dude, you're so tall, and it's like, yeah, but at the same time, it wouldn't matter if I'm 5'11" or 5'3" or 6'4". It's how big your heart is for these things right here, these games and such, which what matters, But yeah, I get it all the time, but it's not a big deal. It's just fun.
I once said a couple years ago that I'm not going to do any panels anymore about girls in gaming because I think it's kind of ridiculous. It's done. It's over. Girls are gamers. Even if they don't want to admit it, they play games all the time. We play games on our cell phones. We play games on the computer. Even if you're not classifying yourself as a gamer, you're still involved in this culture at this point in some way. You're going to a party, you're playing Guitar Hero, you're playing the Wii, and you know what these things are, whereas like 10 years ago, some people didn't. So, I don't know. I think that I'm hoping that my show appeals to everyone in some ways.
So this is a convention you should come to. If you ever get the chance to come to MAGFest, make sure you do, because VG Expo and all these other video game conventions, they just don't match up. They never will. 4 days of nothing but partying, and I guarantee you, if you don't have a friend when you come here, you're going to leave with at least 20.
How would you sum up MAGFest? Just the whole damn experience.
Sure. Well, I go to a lot of cons throughout the year, and I would say that out of all of them, MAGFest is the one that's truly for gamers. There's a lot of other cons out there that are anime cons or geek cons, sci-fi cons, and there's aspects for gamers, but MAGFest is a con that's run by gamers for gamers, and anyone can come here no matter what kind of games you're into and find somebody else to play games with, and you're just going to have a blast. So if you've never come, you should definitely come and check out MAGFest because it's one of the best cons for video game players and gamers of all kinds.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I never want this to end. It's like the outside world just doesn't exist anymore.
I haven't been to any other festivals, but this one's really good. But at the same time, most video game festivals seem to be kind of also mixed with anime or mixed with like selling stuff, and this seems to be like a really nice median of like dorks and people who want to play with music, and it's a really good just melting pot, a hodgepodge of a lot of people, and you make a kid from Alaska feel at home when he's very far away from it.
I want to thank MAGFest, I want to thank Brenden, and everybody involved in making this happen. I know it's really tough, and it takes a lot of steam and a lot of coal burning to get us there, but MAGFest, you're the best. Thanks so much.
come to MAGFest after SGC.
Anybody else want to say anything?
I like your glasses, Dan.
Kev's a jerk. Edit that out. This interview is over.
Ruins of the DC area.
So we just rambled on for about 10 minutes, doing nothing in particular.
2 minutes of which will
probably-
actually make the final cut.
Probably. This will probably end up on the internet and ruin any chance I ever have of running for public office.
I never had a chance, so consider yourself lucky you had a chance to lose.
I'm not a very, very good reporter either. I'm just kind of...
You're just kind of doing that, but that's all right.
Check.
I did.
Yeah, John, you should be in the middle. You're smaller than Megan.
Well, I told you
What
to
an
sit in front.
insult. Shut up, Steve.
Are you getting all this? This is good footage.
Are you getting all this?
Trying to arrange who sits where on our trip to MAGFest. Let's just go.